Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age Mythology Replay. Spawn bottom left side as the blue Odin, we got HR. Spawn top right side as the red Zeus, we got Aces, TheRapl. For this replay, keep in mind I've been having issues with the replay viewer where this goes away and gets reverted back to another sort of style replay. I have no idea what causes it. Hopefully I just don't know what causes it. Is it when players age up? Is that what causes it? We're just gonna have to wait and see. But something's been bugging out the replay viewer. They fixed the sound issues and now they broke the replay viewer somehow. Either way, when it comes to relics on the map, we got the Fetters of Fenrir, increases villager attack. And we do have the Gableton Odin's Wand, make your temple research cost less. Up here we do have Gunir, Odin's Spear, which does increase the hit points of counter infantry units, or counter cavalry units. And over here we do have Zerang, has walls, gain a little bit of health regen. Temple now going on up. Blue did find a good number of goats there. Red find a lesser number of goats. We do have now Athena being queued on up, give access to Minotaur. And blue has not queued up his age up just yet. She does have enough food. Going for Freyja. And let's see. Does Agion break the replay viewer? That's my next step of figuring out what causes the replay viewer to get bugged up. Oh, it didn't disappear there. Maybe if I have, since I have blue selected, it would. Either way, there's Norm the Minotaur now pushes way forward. Maybe something involving with Poseidon. Because the last two replays I had casted, it was Poseidon was... it was Poseidon versus somebody and Poseidon Mirror. Maybe something involving Poseidon's the issue.
Yow. Tilbúin.
Valkyrie moving around, gets bolted there. Minotaur has fallen back. And red is taking time to click up the berries. Berries do get cooked up slower than hunts. It's probably, I think chickens get cooked up faster than berries, so it's better to go for chickens than for berries. But we do have now the towns that are being built has Thesis next, or Jason next to it. And there was a wild hunt casted somewhere. Looks the wild hunt was down of here. So this is a pretty large deer deposit. I wonder if this is a ×2. No, I see 6 caribou there, and there's looks like 12 there. So it looks like got a pretty good wild hunt there. Dwarves try to stop the scout there. Scout is dead, not big surprise. And we've got a good number of Ulfsarks now pulling the field by blue. And going for some throwing axemen now. Good number there. We do have now the Hay Mask, improving Berserker's speed by 10% and give them plus 25% damage versus myth units. We have Pegasus being blown up by red. A forest fire there. Trying to size a ghost a scaffolding there, the longhouse. And Jason may have destroyed it there. Right now, red does a slight villager advantage. Trying to go for a longhouse there. This forest deposit will likely fully burn down. Looks like red's going to be trying to collect up that wood. But I can't speak right now. I got a bit of a welt on my lip, and it's making trouble to speak. Hard for me to speak, but do now have medium infantry being queued on up. Berserks throwing axemen and Herseers here. Decent force. Red does not have too much. Toxates will be a generally good item. Try and go for a longhouse here. Try and prevent those villagers from escaping. Toxates firing away. Villagers going to stand and fight, so it's going to lose a pretty good number of them. Scaffolding has been cleaned on or deleted. Jason does go down there. Red's trying to go for more Toxates. Minotaur push forward. Oh, and there's a couple Herseers there. Sentry tower did take a bit of damage there. Berserk's falling back, getting a bit of health for Gen while at it. More housing to the bottom front line. Destroy some of these outlying structures, take out another village there, so they have the same villager count at the moment. Another house blown up by red. Do now the market now being built. We do have now the Olympian parentage being queued on up, not being actually being deployed. Blah, can't speak. Villagers inside the town center. Red has queued up Dionysus, the Hail Hydra, and Bronze.
Skipan.
Temple here, he has Gunnar's Spear, giving him more top-like damage against all targets. And do have now Scaldy being queued on up, give access to the Frost Giant and to Frost. Toxates firing away, but not medium Toxates just yet. Building another archery range here. Gonna have to immediately rebuild the temple if you're not really planning to make use of any sort of myth units, but the extra favor for the various research wouldn't be half bad. Who's now going for husbandry. Sort of surprised we haven't seen that earlier. The ghost probably would have been fattened up if he had that researched. Got these units maybe trying to clear up this infrastructure. That would put blue at top cap. Got a Raven here. Blue's now not at pop cap. Zeus has not started his age up, needs a lot more gold at the moment.
Skipan.
Berserk trying to persuade forward. There it should be opening there for him to connect with some of these villagers. Some of the villagers are getting hacked apart. A couple of them do go down there. Blue's still at 1 town center. Red is at 2, of course. And now Red is aging up to Dionysus. Maybe needed that market before we can get the age up going. We do now have also Tyra queued on up for the Fenris Wolf Brood and Fimbulwinter. No, it's actually been a while last seen Fenris Wolf Brood. Copper weapons now being researched by Red. Dionysus is almost complete. Queued up a lot of research there. Blue's just gonna hang back, get his mythic age going. We'll also get the Huntress Axe, giving medium throwing axemen increased 1 range and give them good tracking. We've also got a number of Huskarls spawn field counter archer units. They are also a pretty good unit to go along with the Berserks, since they do have good movement speed. Berserks do have 8.8 damage with a very fast attack speed, putting them up to 11.6. Huskarls do actually have a decent damage rate at 8.8 with standard attack speed. 44 health, good range resist, bad hack armor. Less armor, better hack armor, no range armor. So they're pretty good unit to accompany them. They're quite similar, and they just fill in each other's weaknesses. Blue's now persuade forward, and now has queued up the Berserker gain, increases Berserk's give them lifesteal. We're trying to build is preparing the town center. Odysseus needs to start hitting the Frost Giant. We've now got Bronze deployed in the field to help counter out the advance. Frost there to zone out the bronzed units. Red's town center will go down. I think a good number of villagers are frozen, so they won't take any damage. And there's actually quite a bit of a blockade there, but everything can just get on top of them. It looks like a decent force here, and a 2-headed Hydra as well. It's the Fenris Wolf Brood causing issues. Frost is still active for another 20 seconds. Fenris Wolf Brood has, or the Fimbulwinter has subsided. Let's clean up those units there. Hydra is probably a couple hits away from getting 3 heads. Hill Fort now being established on the front line. We do now have the ballistics research being researched. Fortress now built. We've got a good number of high passes. Bit of freezing there. Odysseus needs to focus on the Frost Giant, as will Fenris Wolf Brood. Berserk getting pushed way forward. Restoration now deployed out by Red. Very nice. High passes do move at 4.3, while Berserks move at 5.3, and Huskarls do move at 5. Hydra at full health, 3 heads. Was now trying to push his way over here. Looks like a Minotaur gets some goring done. Does pull out a gate that helps some of these villagers escape on out of there. Does the Phantom's roll through do take a bit of damage? It does go down there. Blue's a little bit trapped there. Archer's now firing away, hitting some of the Huskarls. Gore some of those units, knocking them around. Applies push way forward. They will find these units here. But will he realize? Yep, he did realize he spotted them. Nice little pick there. Blue does not have expendable civilian population. Red has a much greater amount. So these losses are pretty big by Blue. Takes out all those villagers there. Blue right now has 49 villagers versus 75. He does have 2 villager queues now. Got some idle villagers there by Red. Another round of Hoplites pushing the way forward. We got Pegasus in the region as well. Hey, Red does have a decent amount of food in reserve. Just needs a little bit more gold before he can get his own age up going. Village does get picked off there. Blue's now straight forward. Does have a decent amount of throwing axemen on the field. They're a good counter infantry unit. They are champion infantry as well. Hydra's currently at 3 heads and at full health. Takes out that berserk. And all those guys get ripped apart. We do now have Hera now being queued on up. Give back some Medusa. Fort now being established does have now 3 town centers, but looks like he's running low on food, so unable to maintain the village production. Has a handful of farms, building more farms over here. Red's at maxed out population at the moment. Blue has a little bit extra more space he can work with. Right now, Red has just a lot more villagers, which means smaller military force. We got 3 Hydras in the field. That's quite a bit. He does also have a decent amount of favors. Can go for bronze or restoration right now, or maybe a restoration and a bolt. And Blue's lacking heroes right now, so these Hydras would do some good work. He does go for bronze. We do now have the Iron Shields research. Winter Harvest now queued on up. I'm not sure what got cancelled. Throwing axemen do not do well versus Greek heroes. They're not classified as infantry. Both those structures do go down. Interrupts the fortified towns upgrade as well. Throwing axemen not falling back. Red does have a good amount of Toxdays on the field. Red's also going for boiling oil as well as masonry at the moment. He has gone for champion range and champion heavy as well. Going all for that research. Has actually lightning storm if needed, but doesn't have throwing axemen don't pose a threat to his current composition. Towns that are sieging down, being sieged down by the Hydras. Up north, they do have a bit of a counterattack here. Medusa gets sliced apart. Got a 4-headed Hydra as well as a 2-headed Hydra. And red does pull out the lightning sword, and immediately after that, blue does resign. This hand grade saying, "Thank you for watching," and on to the next replay.